How to style very short curly hair. Wash your hair with cool water. Heat is one of the leading causes of dry, frizzy hair. Unfortunately, curly hair is prone to frizz. You can help your curls look their best by using cool to lukewarm water whenever you wash your hair. Limit your hair washing to no more than 2 to 3 times per week. Overwashing your hair is another leading cause to frizz. For most hair types, 2 to 3 times per week should be plenty, but if you have natural or African hair, then once or twice per week might be better. If your hair is feeling greasy, use dry shampoo between washing sessions. Use a moisturizing, sulfate-free shampoo when you wash your hair. As already stated, curly hair is prone to frizz. A moisturizing or hydrating shampoo will help control some of that, but you have to make sure that the shampoo does not contain any sulfates. If the front label doesn't say sulfate-free, check the ingredient label. Sulfates are harsh cleaning agents that can lead to dryness and frizz. Alcohol is another culprit, but it is more common in spray and aerosol-based products. Use shampoo no more than once or twice per week. You can use conditioner more often, however. Make use of conditioners and deep conditioners. Use a regular conditioner each time you wash your hair and a deep conditioner every 1 to 2 weeks. A moisturizing or hydrating conditioner would be the best, but you can also use ones that are labeled for dry, damaged, frizzy, or curly hair. Leave regular conditioner in your hair for 2 to 3 minutes. Leave deep conditioner for 5 to 15 minutes, or whatever the instruction label states. To get more dramatic results from deep conditioners, put a shower cap over your hair after you've applied the treatment and then sit under a hair dryer. Most conditioners do not contain sulfates to begin with, because their job is to condition, not clean, your hair. Still double check the ingredient label. Let your hair air dry when possible, or pat it dry with a towel. As already stated, heat is the main culprit to dry, frizzy hair. This means that hair dryers can wreak havoc on your beautiful curls. Fortunately, because your hair is so short, it should not take very long for your curls to dry. If your hair is soaking wet, pat it dry with a microfiber towel or an old, but clean, t-shirt. Don't rub your hair with a towel, or you will damage your hair and create frizz. Brush your hair with your fingers or a wide-toothed comb. Never use a brush, as this can lead to, you guessed it, frizz. Avoid using a regular comb as well, as this can further damage your hair. Instead, run your fingers through your curls. A wide-toothed comb will also work. When you're brushing your hair, start by brushing out the ends and then gradually working your way up to your roots. Starting at your roots can cause damage, especially if your hair is knotted or tangled. Apply a styling mousse while your hair is wet to define your curls. Just because your hair is curly does not mean that it will always behave. Fortunately, you can define those curls with some styling mousse. Get your hair wet, then apply the styling mousse. How much styling mousse you use depends on how short your hair is. Start with a coin-sized amount, then add more as needed. You can also experiment with curling gels, creams, and setting lotions. Combat dryness and frizz with keratin-based treatments. You should be using a deep conditioner every 1 to 2 weeks for starters, but sometimes, that isn't enough. If your hair is still dry and frizzy, get a keratin-based mask, and apply it to your hair following the instructions on the label. You can buy keratin-based treatments in salons and beauty supply stores. Styling a pixie. Start with damp hair. You can do this style just after stepping out of the shower, or you can mist your hair with water from a spray bottle to make it damp. If you are styling your hair just after a shower, pat it dry with a t-shirt or a microfiber towel first so that it isn't soaking wet. Mist your hair afterwards with a priming spray. This will help reduce drying time and protect your hair from the hair dryer's heat. You can use this method for other styles cut to a similar length. Part your hair, if desired. Unless you are going for a slicked back look, you should part your hair down the center or off to the side. Use the handle of a rat tail comb to create your part so that it is nice and neat. If you are going for a slicked back look, comb your hair straight back. Blow dry your hair with a diffuser on a low heat setting. Diffusers are popular amongst long-haired curlies, but they can help those with short curls too. It will focus the heat on the ends of your hair and help bring out the natural shape of your curls. Touch your scalp with the diffuser's prongs. This will ensure that enough heat reaches your curls. Apply a texturizing powder if you want a disheveled look. Chances are, your curls may already look disheveled on their own. If they don't, you can easily create the look by sprinkling some texturizing powder onto your roots, then combing your hair with your fingers upwards to create lift. This step is optional. You don't have to create a disheveled look. Tease your hair at the roots if you want to rock a pompadour. If you need to, apply some styling mousse to your hair first. Next, use a comb to tease your hair at the roots, then use a brush to comb the tips back towards your crown. This step is optional. You can leave your curls parted down the middle or off to the side. Your hair should have enough structure to stand up on its own. If it doesn't, curl the hair around a round brush and blow dry it in the direction you want to style it in. Add a glossing spray or serum to bring out your hair color. If you styled your hair for a disheveled look or a pompadour, you should stick with a glossing spray. If you left your curls as is, you can work a shine serum through your curls with your fingers instead. If you use a shine serum, only use a pea-sized amount. Set your style with hairspray, if desired. Curls are pretty good at staying in place, they rarely fall limp. If you styled a pompadour, however, you might want to mist your hair with hairspray. If you parted your hair, you could mist some hairspray along the part to keep it in place throughout the day. Styling a short bob. Start with damp hair. You can do the style right after you step out of the shower, but you might want to pat your hair dry with a t-shirt or a microfiber towel first so that it is no longer dripping wet. Alternatively, mist your hair with water from a spray bottle. Brush your hair with a tangle teaser. A tangle teaser is a special type of brush meant for curly hair. It is basically a paddle without a handle. It looks a little like a computer mouse. It has short, flexible bristles. You can get these at a beauty supply store. Look for terms like tangle teaser or tangle teaser. If you want to part your hair a certain way, do so first with the handle of a rat tail comb. Apply a keratin treatment, curling cream, and hair oil. Start with a keratin treatment oil or cream first. While not completely necessary, it will help make your hair stronger. Apply a curl-enhancing cream next to combat frizz and add shine. Finish off with a little bit of hair oil, such as argan oil. A little bit of oil goes a long way. Start with a pea-sized amount, then use more as needed. You'll need to use a little more cream than oil. Start with a blueberry or grape-sized amount. You don't need to use oil made specifically for hair. Olive oil, pure argan oil, or coconut oil will also work. Blow dry your hair with a diffuser. Start with a medium heat setting, then finish off with a cool setting once your hair is about 90% dry. Touch the ends of your hair with the diffuser as you dry your hair. You can even touch your scalp with the diffuser's prongs. If your hair dryer doesn't have a medium setting, start with a high heat setting. Touch up any unruly strands with a curling iron. Curling irons aren't just for making straight hair curly, you can use them to bring curls into shape. Find any curls that appear frizzy, and wrap them around a hot curling iron for a few seconds, then slide the curling iron out. If the products you used earlier on your hair did not contain heat protection, mist your hair with a heat protectant before you curl it. You don't have to curl every strand, just the ones that appear frizzy or stick out. Finish off with a shine serum or spray. While not absolutely necessary, this will help keep your curls looking smooth and glossy throughout the day. Some serums even contain anti-frizz properties, which are a boon in humid climates. If you are using a serum, you only need a tiny amount. Start with a pea-sized amount, then use more as needed. Focus on the mid-lengths and ends of your hair. Avoid putting the serum or spray too close to your scalp. Styling natural or African hair. Start with clean, damp hair. You can style your hair straight out of the shower, or you can mist your hair with water from a spray bottle. Make sure that your hair is freshly washed and free of any styling products. This method is recommended for natural or African textured hair. You can try this method if you have tightly curled, non-African hair. Apply a generous amount of leave-in conditioner. How much you use depends on how long or thick your hair is. You need enough to completely saturate your hair. A palmful should work for most lengths, but if your hair is super short, then a coin-sized amount might be better. If you don't have any leave-in conditioner, use another type of hair moisturizing cream. Apply extra virgin coconut oil using circular motions. The oil will help seal the moisture in, and the circular motions will help define your curls. Again, use enough oil to saturate your hair. If you don't have coconut oil, you can use another type of natural hair oil, such as olive oil or argan oil. For even more definition, apply a buttery, curl-defining cream afterwards. Work a styling gel throughout your hair to help define the curls. You can use any type of styling gel you want. Simply squirt a few pumps into your palm, then apply it to your hair. Use a wide-toothed comb or your fingers to help distribute the product. If you want to create a side part, use the handle of a rat tail comb or a hair pick to create the part. Use your fingers to coil your curls into shape. This part is time-consuming, but it is worth it. Simply pick a lock of hair, twist it around your finger, then slide your finger out. Think of it as a pulling and patting motion. When you reach your part and hairline, simply bend the curls over your finger. Work away from your part or hairline. Mist your hair with water if it starts to feel dry while you style it. If your fingers don't work, you may need to curl your hair with rollers instead. If you use rollers, apply a styling mousse or setting lotion to your hair to help the curls hold their shape. Use a toothbrush to smooth down the baby hairs along your hairline. If you need to, apply some more gel to the baby hairs first. You can also use an edge control cream instead. Next, gently comb the hairs down with a toothbrush. Instead of brushing the hairs straight down, add a little swirl to them. A toothbrush with soft bristles, such as a baby toothbrush, will work the best. Blow dry your hair on a cool setting with a diffuser. Most people reserve differs for long hair, but they help preserve short curls too. Simply pop a diffuser attachment onto your hair dryer, then blow dry your hair on a cool setting. When you are done, consider running your fingers or a wide-toothed comb through your hair. This will help break up the curls and make them look more natural. Getting a flattering cut. Cut your hair in layers to help distribute the volume. When it comes to hair, different people have different ideas of what's short and what's very short. If your idea of very short is something that's between pixie and bob length, get some light layers to help distribute the volume, otherwise you might end up with a puff. If your hair is cropped short, you don't have to worry about layers. It doesn't need much volume control. Consider a classic pixie if you want something more edgy. For even better results, consider getting a graduated pixie, where it is a little longer on the top than on the sides. Don't go for a precise cut, leave it coarse and choppy. Try a sculpted pixie cut if you want to bring dimension to your face. A sculpted pixie cut is similar to the classic pixie, except that it is cropped short on the sides and left longer at top. This is a great option for those who are transitioning from long to short hair, or vice versa, or for those who are treating their hair for heat damage. Try a TWA or teeny weeny afro if you have natural or African hair. This is a versatile hairstyle that is easy to style and take care of. It is perfect for those with natural or African hair and is a great alternative to doing protective styles, such as cornrows.